Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so we're in this house that's getting attacked by zombies. We have no wood. Okay, we need to get out of this house. Step one. Close the door behind us, and we need to get some wood. You see what I'm saying? How you run out of time? You start thinking, okay, we'll finish clearing up the house, we'll put the ladder up, we'll get upstairs, we'll be in a great position, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, wait, now I need to get wood. I'm probably going to need stone pretty soon. And then it's going to be nighttime, so we're going to need time to get back to the other base. We haven't even built the forge, even though we can. Now we have zombies we're dealing with, and now half our day is going to be wasted. We could spend the night here, worst case scenario. So maybe I'll just grab some wood now, and we'll place the upper level up, just so it's ready to go. Okay, let's just do that. So this is kind of something that I think is pretty commonly done by people when they're surviving. Take this out. This is a pretty common thing, I think. I don't know, but this is something I've used a lot when surviving this game, and I have survived many horde nights, and the only problem that I ever end up finding is that, see, this is stone down here, which is great, but they tend to kind of start to sort of burrow, and then that can actually knock your entire house down. But that, I've never actually seen that happen, because the day after horde day, I end up coming out and I'll put more blocks down and we'll secure it up and it'll be okay. So we'll throw down ladders. Now, zombies are really bad. They're really good at eating brains, but they're really bad at parkour, which is our advantage. So let's make up a bunch of those. No, we already have some. Okay. So they'll have a hard time with this. You wouldn't think they would, but they will. Zombies can climb ladders, so you definitely want to take the bottom and the top rung of your ladder out. Okay, let's just get in here. Don't try to jump at the end of getting off the ladder. It doesn't help or work, so know that, because I used to always do that, and then I would just like leap myself right off the ladder. Okay, now we're up here. Okay, let's go down this ladder. This should be completely safe here. But let's just defend this, because it's not the first day 7, but the second horde night on day 14. You get climber zombies. Climber zombies can climb up to your second level, and they can bust in your windows and then come through the floor. So don't worry too much about that for day 7. This is something that kind of comes up on day 14, but just be mindful of that and the possibility of that happening. Did we search out this? We need torches. We need to put a bunch of torches down. So once we actually go through all this now and we know there isn't anything left, we're just gonna leave it. We're not gonna come down to this floor again. Unless it's because zombies have come down here and we need to secure up. We'll take that. Of course there was a toilet in here. Damn you, toilet. Of course there was a toilet in here. And the cooking pot. I told you that this game likes to troll. This game likes to troll. The game likes to, like, just make you search for things forever, and then you just forgot to search one room and just didn't think about it because you were so freaked out that you're just like fight or flight, and you missed it. Yeah. And that is after playing this game for a long time. So don't feel bad if you do that. It'll happen. Focusing on survival is a good thing. Okay, so we're going to take the bottom rung of this ladder out. We don't want them to climb it, just in case they do break in the second level. We don't want that to happen. We're going to take the top one out as well. And we're going to put blocks down. There we go. So that they may see that as a kind of an access point. So I want to do that. Now this, what I think I'm going to do is put down wooden frames, because they can't actually see through wooden frames. They can see through windows, but they can't see through wooden frames, even though we can see through them. They are considered a solid block. So if we do this, they're not going to be able to see in, and we can see out, which will be a nice little sort of view thing. What's that? That's a chimney. We need to bring torches. Okay, so let's go to the ladder. Careful. Put blocks in. Take the bottom rung of the ladder. We can still jump up to ladders that are above the second level. And it's 1600. Okay. The reason as well that we got the... Is there another one there? No. The reason that we got the... Okay, wait. Let's make a waypoint just so we can know where we're going. Okay. In case you're curious, the hay bales that we got from the barn across the way, we're going to use those at the bottom of the ladder. Because if you fall down the ladder, you can take major damage. Like, you can break your leg, you can die, horrible things can happen. If you put hay bales down, if say you like fly out the window really fast for whatever reason, you're just not thinking, and then you end up falling and you land on hay bales, you don't take damage. I think I've heard that there's like a slight chance you can. I've never seen it. There's a deer. We can start thinking about hunting again, because now we have the stuff for the forge, so we can... Whoa. Spider elk. We can start doing things like hunting, getting wood, because we're not sort of in that panic mode of like, all right, Horde Night is coming, like we need to focus, we need to get food, we need to get the cooking pot, we need to get the forge. We have all the stuff we need to survive now. So, oh my god, there's two. So now we're kind of in a place where we just need to gather supplies. So we need to gather food, and food is going to be kind of a constant ongoing thing. The search for food will just always kind of continue in the most annoying ways. You're going to go, all right, I'm ready for this big thing, and you go, oh, I'm starving and I have no food. Keep an eye on where they go, because they can just drop and die, because see when he stops, he's bleeding out. That's him taking damage. And then they can just drop, and you're like, where did you drop? You lose them. It's very annoying. I'm really looking forward to doing more damage in the future. Maybe we can cut him off on this side. See, now we're getting further away from home. Where is he? Did he fall? Did he die? Did he keep running? I don't see him. There he is. Be careful of running over those. They will light you on fire most of the time. Did he die? Yes, he did. Okay, let's just loot this guy really, really fast. Keep a lookout for zombies. Oh, our inventory's full. Okay, get rid of the poop. Get rid of the club. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Shoot! That's very annoying. We can take them out though. Headshots are worth it if you can do it, as you see. And just keep moving around. Alright, what do we have here? Anything? Stuff does despawn very, very quickly on the ground, so if you do throw something down, just keep in mind you're probably going to lose it in a few seconds. Alright, let's go. We need wood. Let's grab some trees on the way back. What time is it? 1800? Okay, what do we not need? We can learn this. Hunting knife is a great item. It replaces your bone shiv, and if you use it, you will get more from the animal. So you'll get more meat, which is good. Okay, let's eat that. When you eat canned food, keep in mind it does kind of hurt your thirst. It's going to make you thirstier faster. Okay, let's grab some wood. So we can be ready tomorrow to really start to kind of defend up our base a bit. Okay, when you make a horde base, it's a good idea to put certain defenses down, like extra blocks, for example, because the zombies will have to break through them. Another option is spikes. You have wood spikes that you can put down. Basically, wood spikes are, as it sounds, it's a spike made of wood that the zombie walks over and takes damage from. They're also very expensive, though, in Alpha15. So, you can use wood spike. See, that's why I didn't even hear him. We might be able to fall this tree on this zombie. Careful of falling trees. No. If you were standing under that, it would do serious damage to you, if not kill you. So be very careful of that. We could chase that, but it's 1900. And I don't feel like it's a very good idea. We could use some more stone. Let's try to get some stone on the way. We don't have to be in until 2200. 1800 you kind of want to be like, okay, where am I? How far do I have to go? See, she came out of nowhere and is completely silent. You see the benefit of spinning around? Eventually she'll probably get pissed and jump over the rock, I'm gonna guess. She'll be like, what? What? See, she's trying. Oh, now we have 2. And we're out. No, we have 3. Okay. Yep, we're out. That's it. We don't want them to see us go there. So let's kind of go around a little bit. You can see how when your only defenses on your entire base are like 12 little wooden poles that take a second to break through, you're not exactly in a good place for Horde Night. Okay. We'll take that. Also keep grabbing those bird's nests. Keep leveling up your bow. Our bow is the best level of anything we have right now, which is to be expected because you can make the, like I said, the individual arrows, which levels you up. Okay, let's scrap this. Okay, we're gonna start heading there in a few seconds. Our health isn't bad. Our health is at 84 out of 102. So it's not too bad. Okay, let's go there now. We're only sensed, we're not hunted. You can do that by pressing control and crouching, and then you can see if they're actually hunting you. There are no zombies underwater currently, which is good. Because they just walk instantly along that bottom there, and that's not helpful. Okay, we're almost there. Once we're up, we can kind of, throughout tonight, what I would suggest you do, if you're following right along with me, is you kind of have to start thinking now, okay, I'm ready to move into my main base. We have the forge, we have the cooking pot, we have everything we need. If you know the cooking pot, you can make the cooking pot from the forge, so don't worry about that. Let's crouch. There. They can't see us, there's no windows, so we're safe right now. We can upgrade this door. They are attracted to doors though, so I don't know if it's really necessarily worth it. I don't think they can get up here anyways as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the skills points. It's like I was saying, over tonight, what I think you should do is you should just organize your stuff, try to figure out what you actually need to survive, and kind of start getting ready, packing it up to move to your main base. And so we have 25 points to spend. So as you can see here, you have the survivor, the camel. So the survivor slows your metabolism so you don't need to eat as often. I've never ever used that once. It takes 10 points just to train up one level. You can max it out at 5 levels. And you probably get like 10% or 20% or something like that for each level. The camel, which is the same thing but with water. Run, Forest, Run. Basically you use less stamina, which could be good because the running thing's kind of annoying, I know, but I wouldn't prioritize that. Here's archery. So you put single points into archery and then you get enemy damage increase. So that is the same thing for zombies as it is for deers or anything like that. So you can do that. I'm just going to go through like the main kind of ones I focus on. So where is it? We're looking for scavenging. Scavenging will increase the level and the amount of time it takes to actually loot things, which is a good thing. So that one can kind of be worth it early on. As your level increases, and you loot things, it will naturally increase. So, that's kind of a toss-up whether it's worth it or not early on. Looking for concrete. There's some things that you can only actually do. Okay, here we go. So these are locked right now. Construction tools have to be at level 20 in order to do this. So as you do things, as you make stone axes, as you cut down trees, you will eventually get to that point either way. Or you can just automatically put your points in there right now. So concrete mixing is a really good one. It takes 30 points and you can actually make concrete. Steel smithing is a really good one. Workbench is a really good one. These are all kind of things down the line, so you may want to save your points. That can be a good idea. That's sort of the basic gist of how I personally focus it at this point. You may want to put it in archery. You can put it in archery. I used to do that. It just depends. If you're starting out, maybe put it in archery. If you're having a hard time with food, maybe put it into food. Having a hard time with water, maybe put it into water. It's sort of how you want you to play your game. So I'm gonna go through this tonight in the game, and then see, here's our hay bales. We want that. So I'm gonna go through this, and I will decide what we're going to bring, and I'll show you what I'm leaving and why in the morning, and then we will start day 4. And on day 4, we're gonna go and we're gonna make our base. We're gonna put chests down. I'm gonna show you how to defend it. Maybe we'll make some wood spikes. I'll show you how to place them, and then we'll be on solidly day 4, which is good. So then we can just kind of resource gather, and we can get ourselves set up really well. Maybe go back to the cracker book, try to get some schematics down so we can make a crossbow. Fingers crossed, because the crossbow is great. It's a great weapon. I'm probably going to put my points in. I'm not really too worried about endgame, because if I'm just starting, how I put it, like I said, is always going to be in concrete and steel right away, because I just want to be ready to go. I don't want to spend a lot of time, because that's going to be something that's useful for making really heavy-duty bases. And later on, you don't want to have to wait till you have 30 points to do it. But if you're having a hard time surviving, I'm going to go with archery. I'm just going to sink them all in there. And now we're doing 13 additional damage. So every time we go to see a zombie and they try to attack us and eat our brains, I will survive a little bit better. So it is now 2200. We are undetected, which is excellent. Undetected means that we are nowhere near zombies. Zombies can't sense us, and we're all good. If it's sensed, the eye will be a little bit more open, and that means that they're kind of they can smell us probably or something. And if we're hunted, then that means it's on. They're coming in the walls and they're going to try to get us. So I will organize for the night. I will eat some food. We'll cook some up, and I will see you guys on day 4.